The oubliette was a torture device implemented in certain medieval castles. A name that means to forget, and a method of torture that exploits that exact fear of being forgotten. The prisoner was thrown into a claustrophobic chamber which was only accessible through a small hole in the ceiling. And then they were simply forgotten. They would often go insane long before they inevitably died of thirst, due to the fear of being forgotten. Little do most know how easy it is to construct an oubliette. I know because I was imprisoned in one. For a brief moment, there was a medieval oubliette right there in the centre of the city, just outside a big theatre and next to a station. I didn't notice it when I was cast into the oubliette. All I know is that I was under many feet of dirt and brick and stone, a hole dug into the air to forget me in. I looked around and saw indifference, the kind of indifference that one might have to a moth trying to fly through a pane of glass. I was free to move. I was free to talk. Yet, I was imprisoned in an oubliette of sheer indifference. The traffic light turned green, and another stream of people passed by me. Did I mention that oubliettes often involved water? Some dungeons would have little droplets of water trickle off the ceiling. The irregular rhythm and the repeated hit of the drops would accelerate the prisoner into insanity. The stream of people burbled. Someone said something about someone. The wave washed over me, and I felt like a bobblehead figure dropped into some water. The sound, the lack of rhythm, gnawed at my ears. I swallowed some spit, and my ears popped. I wanted to shout at the stream to stop, to line up and march in order, or else I would lose my mind. I did not know that. I kept my mind, barely. And yet the oubliette's cold stone wall would stay. There was a wall which I could not scale nor break. Had the walls gotten smaller? I found it hard to breathe. My arms felt pressed into my sides. My head was restricted in movement. I was stuck in a stone pit 2 feet away from pavement's door. Don't I wish my oubliette was like a phone booth? I could push the door out and it would let me breathe the outside air. Not my prison. My pit was not so convenient, so efficiently engineered. The only thing it was effective at was torture. The exit in the ceiling seemed to grow farther away, and with that, the stream of people seemed to become distant too. Not that it mattered. I was never making it out of the hole, water or not, people or not. Exit. That's a funny way to call something that was never designed to be exited. I snickered. Entrance. The entrance was distance, and I was ever the more trapped. The stream of people began to sound like a voice. Maybe there was somebody just outside my cell. Maybe my mind was making things up. It sounded like it had a key to the hatch in the ceiling which I had fallen through so long ago. I smirked. How arrogant. I knew I belonged here, as the lack of rhythm eroded me as water may erode a rock. I belong here, and I shall stay here, in my little oubliette.